For ESA, 2010 has been a year of brilliant achievements. The long-awaited Cryosat-2 mission was launched in April. This satellite is measuring the thickness of the ice sheets, particularly in the Arctic region and on the Antarctic continent. The data collected by Cryosat-2 is providing evidence of rates at which polar ice is diminishing and how much fresh water is being produced by the melting ice caps. With Cryosat in space, there are now 3 Earth Explorer satellites orbiting our planet. SMOS was launched last year to map sea surface salinity and monitor soil moisture on a global scale. Initial data is very good. Images clearly highlight dry and humid soil regions over land and the varying salinity over the oceans. Goche Explorer, also launched last year, is the most advanced gravity space mission to date. With state-of-the-art technology, it measures the Earth's gravity field, allowing an insight into ocean dynamics, volcanism, and earthquakes. The Earth Explorer missions help us to better understand our planet and contribute to what is being done to tackle climate change and its effects on millions of people. In parallel with Earth observation, ESA is also at the forefront of space science. After a year in orbit, the infrared space observatories Herschel and Planck provided their first results. Being the largest telescope of its kind, Herschel can see what no other telescope ever saw before. Making images 21 hours a day, Herschel shows us the formation of stars or the abundance of water in the Milky Way. Meanwhile, Planck has performed what is called its first complete sky scan, providing an astonishing picture in 2010, a map of the early light right from after the Big Bang that created the universe. Information that should help scientists answer the eternal question on how the universe itself came to life. ESA's comet chaser Rosetta is another deep space exploration spacecraft. Launched in 2004, Rosetta is due to rendezvous with comet Churyumov-Gerasimenko in 2014. On its way, Rosetta will be passing near interesting celestial objects. In July, it made a flyby of the asteroid Lutetia, which is circling in the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. In this unique encounter, Rosetta is the first spacecraft to visit this large asteroid to get a close-up view of it. This discovery by ESA scientists has opened up a new world. In 2010, satellite telecommunications entered a new era with the launch by an Ariane 5 of HILAS, the first satellite in Europe dedicated to broadband internet access to users in remote areas of Europe. A satellite developed through a partnership between ESA and Avanti, a commercial operator. HILAS shows that ESA can support the European industry by developing and demonstrating a series of new and innovative payload technologies while being close to the very competitive telecom market. However, ESA is also involved in human spaceflight. In June, 6 volunteers started a 520-day-long simulation of a mission to Mars. The Mars 500 experiment can provide important data regarding the psychological effects of long-term isolation. The volunteers are performing a series of experiments to test the responses of the human body and mind to long-term confinement. In February, NASA's Space Shuttle Endeavour was launched to the International Space Station carrying 2 new habitable modules. Node 3, a highly specialized connecting element, and the cupola, a nice balcony on Earth for the astronauts and a control tower for the station's robotic arm. It has to be noted that Europe has built more than 50% of the ISS pressurized modules, which represents a strategic know-how. The ISS is nearing completion and astronauts can now work in optimal conditions. ESA astronaut Paolo Nespoli from Italy must surely be enjoying the panoramic views after his launch from Baikonur on a Soyuz on the 16th of December. He's above our heads until next May for the 3rd ESA long-duration mission. Every year now until 2015, ESA will have an astronaut on a 6-month stay in the ISS. For ESA, more time in space means more and better science. And in parallel, the future is on its way. thanks to ESA's candidates who received their astronaut diploma in November after a year of basic training. ESA's new astronauts are now ready to fly and eager to go out there.